Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming episode 6 of testing new makeups. If you guys want to see me try out some new foundation, a bronzer, an eyeshadow palette, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so we have some fun stuff to play with. I did get the Unveiled palette from Sydney Grace a while ago, so I want to test this out on my eyes today, and I have a bunch of other stuff as well, so usually I start off with my foundation and concealer, and so I have a new foundation to try, I guess. This is the Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence from Covergirl. I don't know if this just went viral or so many people that I follow had good things to say about it, but my friend shared this on her stories, and of course I was like, well, I need to try it too, so that's what we're gonna do. I do have a little bit of the Laura Mercier concealer on because I was just sitting here like swatching and stuff, so I had time to throw on a bit of concealer, and I have my primer on, of course, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, but we're gonna try this out, and I got this in the shade 50 Medium Tan. I don't really know if you're supposed to like shake this or what, but I saw people using their hands to apply this, so we'll see how it works. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Look at it. It's got like little beads in it. I don't usually apply anything with my hands, but I'm kind of curious because I want to put this in my Shop My Stash. Okay, it feels really hydrating. Also, if you hear my kid, she's down here with her babysitter. They're playing with her toys. We finally were able to get started on her playroom, or like our basement. We kind of have just like an open space that we're not planning on using for anything at this moment, so we put all their big toys downstairs so they can like hang out down here. But this is my first time filming with them so close, and I'm like kind of self-conscious that they can hear me, so if I'm talking softer than usual, just turn up the sound. I shouldn't have gone like full on, like I should have done half my face first, but I was not thinking, so I just threw all of that on my face real quick, but definitely looks a little bit shiny. I wonder if it'll dry down because it is like a skincare slash like skin tint type product. Okay, so while I'm giving this a second to dry down, I just thought I would look at what the claims are for this product. So it's the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence Foundation, Tinted Skin Perfector Skincare Makeup Hybrid Sheer Tint Radiant Finish Skin-like Finish. Vegan formula. Oh my goodness. I paid $21. I got mine on Amazon, so I'll link it for you guys if you want, but it says blend between fingers to activate tinted micro droplets and then apply to face. Wear alone or with your favorite foundation as a skin perfecting primer. Oh, okay, so you can put more on top of this if you wanted. That's interesting. 12 shades. It says after 1 week of use, 91% say skin felt smoother, healthier, and had a healthy glow. So I guess they do have a bunch of products under this line. I don't know if I've tried anything in the past, but I was just very, very curious about it. So it has a nice glow to it. Oh, it dried down actually. It's just glowy, but it's dry. I could definitely see myself throwing this on the weekends. I don't know that I would wear this to film. I can still see my skin through it, but it definitely has like a glow to it. So you definitely have to like that glow if you were considering trying this. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to throw on a little bit of foundation on top. I did get my Target order in where I ordered the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. I had this in a shade that was a little too dark, so I did end up getting the shade that I think works a little bit better with my skin tone right now. And usually I'm not one to be impressed by drugstore foundations, and I don't really buy a lot of skin tints, but this one, honestly, I was genuinely impressed with. I think it wore beautifully the days I've tried it on previously, and so I'm very happy to have a drugstore foundation that I can recommend to you guys. So that's cool because I'm like, I don't usually use a lot of drugstore products, and honestly, I feel like you have to go into the store a lot of the times to see stuff because it's not like it's easy to like shade match yourself to skincare products. And I feel like drugstore, they have like a lot of claims and they have so many products. It's hard to like weed through and find the good stuff. But I'm just layering this on top of the Covergirl because I just want a little bit more coverage. Okay, another really good drugstore product is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I have this in the shade 6.5, and then the Maybelline, I switched to the shade 322 because it works a little bit better with my skin tone. But this concealer is freaking bomb. I honestly like it better than the Laura Mercier one, and I like it, I think, better than the Wear Even concealer from Fenty. But look at how well it covers my under eyes. So I'm just blending this in with my Pow Pow sponge. But yeah, usually I don't pack on that many layers of things, but I just have all of these cool products and I'm so excited to try them all out. So I do have a powder sample that I got. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Setting Powder. I would have bought this in a full size, but I don't need another powder, so I was happy to see that Sephora was offering these as samples. So let's go ahead and try it out and see how well it sets my face. And I got it in the lighter shade. This is Tan Golden. I took all of my makeup brushes that I usually use upstairs to wash when I have the time, so I'm using this BK Beauty brush instead. I love BK Beauty's brushes as well. I really need to do a better job of switching out my brushes, but I just hardly have the time to clean them, so I finally was like, okay, Karen, you have to wash your Singe brushes. They're so dirty. So I'm just using this to set my face just a little bit. A really simple look. And I just wanted to talk to you guys because I just posted a video. I'm going to go in with the shade called Blushing Bride. So I just posted a video. It was my new makeup releases episode, I think 7. And I tried to put a different spin on it this time. And I was calculating all of the products I said I wanted in that video because I feel like this week in the makeup world has been really good. There's so many cool new releases and I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want so many things. And so I was like, let me do the math on how much it would cost me to buy all this stuff that I want. $631. And I was like, that is freaking wild. That's more than I make on YouTube in a month. So that was like a rude awakening for me because I feel like I've never really been like one of those channels that talked about money and makeup and shopping and stuff, but recently I've just been more interested in talking about it, and I just had to make this observation to you guys because I didn't do the math as I was filming the video. I did the math when I was editing the video. So I just put the total on the screen and I was like, how interesting is that to see that number as a YouTuber that usually can justify everything. And there's so many things in that video that I still want, but I was like, you can't buy it. You can't buy it because you don't make that much to be spending that much on makeup. And I know I've told you guys like 100 billion times I'm saving up for a trip that I'm taking with a bunch of influencers in April, and it's just been wild. And I'm sure you guys are experiencing all kinds of stuff as well with the economy not doing so great, and inflation feels wild and crazy. So I just feel like a real dum-dum for doing that math and realizing like, oh my gosh, it's expensive. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to see if that was something that you guys also like resonated with, and also let me know if you liked the math. It wasn't like I really called a ton of attention to it because I filmed those videos like very much like off the cuff. Like I don't plan what I'm going to talk about. I just sit and scroll through like Trend Mood and my save folder and talk about the stuff I see. So I could, I guess, prepare and do the math in advance, but I honestly don't have the time. But let me know, do you ever sit and do the math on all of the stuff you want and then realize like, no, that's actually kind of insane? Okay, so I used the shades Blushing Bride. I thought that was a really pretty peachy tone. Used the shade Bombshell Bride and Maid of Honor in the outer corner. This black swatched like a dream, but I want to keep it really, really simple today, so I don't want to use that. So I think I'm going to use this champagne shade called Happily Ever After on the lid, and you're about to see that Sydney Grace magic that I love so, so much. So I'm picking it up on a flat brush. I'm going to give it a little spray, and I'm just going to run that all over the lid. But yeah, that was just something that I was kind of like shocked by, but also kind of just like, wow, Karen, you're really in touch with things, aren't you? And yeah, I really feel like genuinely I wanted the stuff that I was talking about that I calculated. So I just can't believe it. $631 if I bought everything. I was eyeing the something from, what was it? Oh, the Patrick Ta blushes. That's what really like got me thinking, because I was like, oh, I should buy the Patrick Ta blushes. Well, they're like almost 40 bucks. So if you buy all of them, you're gonna end up spending like $100 and something. And so then I was like, okay, I can't buy all of them. Maybe I should just get one. I want the peach one. And then I had to have a conversation with myself and be like, why are you entertaining this? You can't afford to buy any of them right now. So you're just gonna have to be happy with the ones you have. And maybe when the VIB sale comes, I'll be able to buy it with a little bit of a discount. So that was really hard because I rarely ever tell myself no. But on the plus side, I did get the new Glaminatrix blushes. So I feel like I can't be too mad because at least I get some makeup that's new to play with because I do this as a job. So I'm going to grab the shade Honeymoon Phase. No, I'm going to grab Blushing Bride. That's the one I used on my crease. I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. It's swatched beautifully. This is a beautiful bridal palette or a great everyday palette. I feel like that's really where Sydney Grace really thrives at. I'm happy to be playing with it. I will say the matte, that matte shade, it's beautiful. It blew out in the crease really nicely. But I'm wondering if it's kind of getting eaten up by my foundation. But I'm just putting on Bombshell Bride and Maid of Honor in the outer corner. Okay, next I want to test out This, did I need this? See, this is why I can't buy stuff, because I buy other stuff that I shouldn't be buying. Like this random milk cooling water jelly tint that I said I wasn't gonna buy. But then my friend Heather, she influenced me. So I bought 2 shades, but they sold out so fast that Sephora only sent me 1. And I do like milk, don't get me wrong. So I'm not mad about it, but oh my gosh, look at it. I've seen people hold it up to the camera and like shake it. Eee, that's funny. Okay, we're gonna try this on as blush. I have some Glow Recipe, their lip mask on, and I really like the glow it's giving me, so I don't think I'm gonna take it off. I'm just gonna leave that as my lip, even though I did get in my Sephora order the Tower 28 Lip Softy Tinted Lip Treatment. So I'm excited to try that, but I think I'm just gonna leave that on. I really just wanted to test out the eyeshadow palette the most. So I'm just gonna use this Real Techniques brush. Do I go on? Oh, it really is cooling. This is so like clean girl aesthetic. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm doing a look that is so like not me, but I could totally see myself doing something like this like on the weekend when I'm like running errands with the fam. I mean, I wear colorful makeup too when I'm doing stuff, but it depends, because if I have time to like sit and film, I feel like I do a more elaborate look. But if I'm just like getting ready upstairs, I'll do something like this. The other day I did a look I just don't have time to be sitting here trying to blend this out. I did a look with Auric Glow Lust, and I thought it turned out so pretty. So I was really shocked, because you guys know me, I'm usually like colorful eyeshadow palette gal, and I use like 1 eyeshadow on my whole lid, and I was like, this is weird, but it looks so good in photos. So yeah, this is the vibe. Super duper simple. I'm gonna try and find a highlighter. Maybe I won't. I don't really know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look, and I'll be right back to give you guys some quick thoughts. Okay, so I threw on some mascara and highlighter and my brows, and I realized I didn't get to try the Makeup Forever Artist Bronzer that I had bought. So I don't even have bronzer on. I don't know like what state of Delulu I was in, but I don't know if I should like take the risk and layer it on, because I do like how this makeup looks. So maybe I will save this for another video, but this is the shade I bought. So alas, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and talk about this makeup look really quickly. I feel like this is so like my version of like clean girl aesthetic. You know, we've got some foundation on. We've got a little lip gloss balm thing going. We've got like the more simple neutral eye look. So it's very different from what I usually do on my channel. So I'm like, okay, this is different. I feel like this is what people would say they would wear on like a night out or something. Like people that don't watch YouTube or are into beauty makeup. For me, I'm like, let me do the most, let me put on the most, let me wear my favorite foundation and things like that. So this to me is like very much like a toned down version of Karen. So let's go ahead and talk about these products really quick. This Hydro Fresh Tint, I feel like the coverage is like a tish too light and a tish too glowy for me to just wear this on its own. But we'll see. I will keep trying it. I definitely prefer my Superstay Skin Tint, and I think it's like not as expensive as this CoverGirl product either. I don't know why CoverGirl felt the need to charge like $20+ for this. I don't think I paid any more than I would have if I bought it at any other drugstore, so price points are getting a little wild for me at the drugstore. This product, I'm not really sure. Like, I know that I've seen people use it as a lip product and it looks really pretty, but it's kind of doing what I thought it would, which is just like a glowy, barely there blush which is again not my vibe. I'm gonna keep trying it, but overall I feel like the Pat McGrath bomb blushes that she came out with were a lot more my speed. And then last but certainly not least is the Unveiled palette from Sydney Grace. Another beautiful neutral palette. I feel like this is so different from what I usually do, so I think most of you are just going to be a little bit shocked. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you really like this makeup look on me. I personally think it looks fine. I feel like I look like me, but just like a little bit more elevated, ready to go run some errands, like I said. So this is a pretty palette. If you're in the market for another neutral palette, I'm sure that you will not be disappointed. I'm so happy that Sydney Grace sent this my way so I could try this out. And I have it in the light, which I'm a little bit shocked by because I feel like usually they send me their light and deep, or they'll send me their deep. So I'm a little bit surprised. I think maybe I would have been curious to see what the deep shadows look like because the shade I used in my crease is kind of getting lost in my eye socket. So we'll see, we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, y'all, I just wanted to give a quick check-in, final check-in with the Covergirl foundation, or whatever the heck that thing is. It's like a primer slash foundation. I put it on underneath the Maybelline primer. Oh my gosh, it's late. Under the Maybelline foundation. And I feel like it broke up a lot of my foundation. As you can see, it's about 10 o'clock at night right now. I've done stuff with the kids. We went out to dinner. It's been a very long day. And usually my foundation, I feel like, still has pretty decent coverage. So I'm not loving this one. It definitely wore like a very hydrating skin tint. Reminded me a lot of my Kosas tinted face oil, which they no longer make. So yeah, I think I could definitely live without this. But we're in kind of that winter, spring in between. So I definitely need to wear it more. But I will say out of all the foundations and things I've been testing out over the last month or so, this one is definitely my least favorite. I just feel like it did not wear the greatest. And I am wearing it under the Maybelline skin tint. So keep that in mind, but I've never had a problem with the Maybelline on its own, just with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. So I just wanted to throw in that update. I was going to type something up, but I figured I'd just film this clip and show it to you guys really quick because I feel like I ended that video kind of in a hurry. My 2 hours with my babysitter were up, so I had to hustle and end the video fast. So in case I missed anything, I'll follow up with you guys eventually. But yeah, this is how the makeup held up. And don't look at my beauty room. It's always a mess. Thank you so much for checking out this testing new makeup video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you are curious about any of these products. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye!